your knees. Lengthen up as tall as you can. Think of that piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades in their pockets. Nice pelvic tilt to find neutral. Engage your core. We'll start off with your head. Take it to the side. Lower it down. Chin down towards your chest. And up the other side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Head to the front. Chin down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Shoulders up to your ears. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Now bring them forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Side bends, reach. Back up. Other side. And up. 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 Take your arms up, melt the shoulders, hips facing forwards, twist your upper body to the side. To the middle. Other side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. Back to the middle. Arms down. Lift up your right knee. Take it out to the side. Back in. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. Lower. Hands on your thighs now, knees soft, shoulders forward. Start rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. I want you to feel each vertebrae moving on your way down. Take it down as far as you're comfortable. Hold it. Slowly come back up. Take your arms out in front and stretch up high as you can onto your toes. Come back down, arms on your thighs, and roll. Hold it. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down, arms on your thighs. And roll. Hold it. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down. Arms by your sides. Right, let's do some prones. Make sure your quads engaged and let's go down. Slowly down to touch the floor. And then crawl forwards. Hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're doing an opposite hill climb. Right knee to left elbow, in. And back. Change, 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 in. And back. Soften the knees and without wriggling from side to side, slowly. And coming back up. Good. Okay, can we go again? Touch, crawl. Check your positioning, hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're just doing a leg lift and I only want the leg a few inches off the floor. So right leg, lift. And lower. Just feel your glutes tightening. Lift. And lower. 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 Again, soften the knees one more time. Slowly come back up. Slowly up to standing. Right. Last one. Down we go. Touch and crawl. Hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're sliding the foot out to the side. So right foot, slide it out as far as you can. And in. Left, out. And in. Right, out. And in. Left, out. And in. Right, out. And in. Left, out. And in. Drop the knees down and stretch back. Good. Okay, we're going down, flat down onto our fronts with our arms out straight in front. Resting your head on your mat. Floppy feet so you're not using your glutes. And now engage your core, lift it away from the mat. We're lifting both arms off the floor. Bend your elbows, bring them into your sides. Take them straight out in front and relax them down. Lift up, elbows in, back, out, relax 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 down. Right, we can go onto our backs now. With your ball, and your ball needs to be under your right foot. And you're not allowed to squash your ball. Arms by your sides. Push your back into the mat. Arch up, find neutral. Engage your core. Take your left leg up into the tabletop. Just keep your left leg where it is and roll the ball out in front without squashing it. And back in. Roll it out. And in. Roll it out. And in. Roll it out. And in. Lower your left to the floor. Change the ball to the other leg. Okay, no squashing. Right leg up into the tabletop and roll the ball out. And in. Out. And in. Out. And in. Out. And in. Lower your right to the floor. Now place both feet on the ball. Okay, still no touching, or no squashing, I should say. Are you ready? Just go out as far as you're comfortable. Both legs out. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Take your feet off the ball and bring your knees into your chest. Open there. Okay, from here we're sitting up. With your ball in your hands. Feet, knees and hips in line. Slight bend in the knees. Melt the shoulders. Ball out in front. Chin off chest. Engage your core. All we're going with this one is the ball's going to go up into the air twice. Okay, then we're coming back up. Back, tilt and lower. Now take the ball up and lower it down. And again, lift and lower. Come back up, nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower. Take the ball up and lower. Lift and lower. Come back up. Back, tilt, lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Come back up, nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Come back up, nice and tall. One more. Back, tilt, lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Come back up and relax. Right, you can put your ball down for a few seconds onto your side. There's only a few of you, so we don't have to worry too much about touching each other, and you're lengthening out as long as you can. You want your top hip on top of your bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Now take both legs off the floor and take your top arm up and over. So we're going to balance at the same time. So the more you're lengthening, the easier the exercise. Take the top, lift the top leg up and hold it there in position. You're going to touch the bottom leg to the top. Ready? Lift. And lower. 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 Top onto bottom. Relax the legs down. Bring your arm up and over. And then roll onto your other side. And lengthen out again. Top hip onto bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Take both legs off the floor. Top arm up and over. And lengthen. Lift the top leg. Hold it in position. Bottom to top. Lift. And lower. 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 Top onto bottom. Relax down, arm up and over. Right, now you can sit up again with your legs out straight on the ball. We haven't done this exercise for ages. So you're doing your roll-ups, but you're doing them on the ball. Okay, so other than that, we're doing exactly the same. And you can still stretch forward quite nicely if you want to. So you're going to do this in your own time. See what happens. Okay, off we go. The idea is that you stop using your quads as much. That's the idea of the exercise. Just see what happens. Still stretch if you want to. Okay, we'll do one more and finish lying down. Good. And now, quite a handy position, because if you just roll the ball, you should find the ball underneath your feet. Then you want to put your arms by your sides. Push your back into the mat. Arch up. Find neutral. When you're happy with your neutral position, engage your core. Right, now you've got to pretend your ball isn't there, because we're going to do the bridge. Okay, really concentrate on activating your glutes. I don't want your hamstrings to kick in. So are we ready? Imprint, activate the glutes and vertebrae by vertebrae, which is not so easy. Come up to your highest point, hold it at the top, really concentrate on your glutes and slowly come back down. Relax at the bottom. Okay, and again, imprint, activate and up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Highest point, hold it at the top. And now come down. Really concentrate on those glutes. Relax at the bottom. Now this time, when we come up to the highest point, I want you to roll the ball in and out once with your hips up as high as you can. Okay, so imprint, activate, and come up. Right, once you've got to the highest position you can, roll that ball out. So your legs are straight, but your hips are off the floor. Now come back up. And now come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Right, we're doing that one more time. Imprint, activate the glutes and vertebrae by vertebrae. Come up. Hold it at the top. Right, if you can, roll the ball out, legs straight. Take them back in and down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then bring the knees in. Hamstrings just kicked in slightly at the end. Some hamstrings kicked in more than others, obviously. Okay, now we're going to put the ball under our coccyx. Let's do something you like now. And get comfortable. Just make sure that your ball is in the right position. Okay, then we'll put our feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Neutral spine, engage your core. Take your right leg up into the tabletop, left leg, lift. Now take your arms a few inches off the floor. Push your right leg out in front and back in. Push your left one out and in. Push your right out and in. Push your left and in. Push your right and in. Push your left and in. Lower your arms, lower your right, lower your left. Good. Right, we're going to do a double now. So if you're not happy with the double, do exactly the same as we've just done. Okay. So neutral spine, core engaged. Take your right leg up into the tabletop. Left leg lift. Arms a few inches off the floor. Okay. Are you ready? Both legs. Push out. And back in. They don't have to go totally to the floor. They can go up in the air a bit. Push out. And in. Push out. And in. Push out. And in. Two more. Push out. And in. Push out. And in. Lower the arms, lower your right, lower your left. Take your ball away and bring your knees in to your chest. Right, it's plank time. So let's get into position. I have a quick drink. Why is it takes so long to get into plank position? I can't see them enough online to see. Right. We're going to do 3 1-minute planks. That's all this morning. Where my stopwatch goes. Right. Elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Come up onto your knees. Tilt your pelvis. Of course, you'll be engaged. If you're lifting, lift. Lengthen your body. Melt your shoulders. Nice, deep breathing. Ten seconds to go. Knees down and relax. Have a stretch. And stretch back if you want to. Okay, back into position. Right, elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Come up onto your knees, tilt your pelvis, core should be engaged. If you're lifting, lift. Lengthen, melt the shoulders. Nice deep breathing. 10 seconds to go. Knees down and relax. Another stretch. And stretch back if you want to. Good. Right, we've got one more to do. Oh, the ball's gone miles away now. Stay. Okay, elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Come up onto your knees. Tilt your pelvis. Core should be engaged. If you're lifting, please lift. Lengthen. Melt the shoulders. Nice deep breathing. Last one. Ten seconds to go. Knees down and relax. Well done. Have a stretch. And stretch back if you want to. Good. Right, you can sit up now with your ball between your knees. We've got to do some mobility. So legs mat width apart, ball placed out in front. With your fingers on, sit up nice and tall. Think of the piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. Melt the shoulders, engage your core. And all you're going to do, excuse me, in your own time is roll the ball as far forward each time as you can. Okay, so off we go. Try and relax your legs. Just hold it for a few seconds out before you come back in. And come back up nice and tall each time. Each time you should get a little bit further forwards. Okay, we're doing one more. Okay, hands and knees. That wears me out, that. Back's got to move. Yeah, my back is just so stiff, I realise that. That's so difficult for me. Right. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And now arch your back up high as you can to the ceiling. Now push down to the floor. Okay, we'll do that again, arch up to the ceiling. And push down to the floor. Now find neutral and engage your core. Okay, we're doing Superman. So I want you to keep your torso as still as you can. Opposite arm, opposite leg, slowly lift and lengthen. Hold it. And back down. Keep the control. Change, lift, slowly lengthen. Hold it there. And lower. Change, lift, lengthen. And lower. Change, lift, slowly lengthen. Hold it. And lower. Change, lift, slowly lengthen. And lower. Change, lift, slowly lengthen. And lower. Change, lift, lengthen, hold it. And lower. Change, lift, lengthen. And lower that down. Take your arms out and stretch it back. Okay, we're sitting up again. We've got another mobility to do. Bull doesn't want me anymore, luckily. I don't need it now, thank you. Well, it might come back to me. Right, yet again, mat's width apart. Arms out to the sides. Melt the shoulders. Think of that piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. And then we're touching the outside of the opposite foot, again, in your own time. Engage your core, and off we go. Just remember lifting yourselves up when you come back up to sitting. Okay, make sure you've done the same amount each side before you relax. Take your legs in. Okay, you can lie down on your back again now. Ready. Knees bent, feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Push your back into the mat, arch up, find neutral. When you've got your neutral position, engage your core. Okay, so the last bridges we did were hamstring, well, hopefully not hamstring, but we've got to do them for mobility now. So imprint your back, activate your glutes, and vertebrae by vertebrae, up you come. Makes it so much easier without the ball. Hold it at the top. And now down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And relax everything at the bottom. Imprint, activate the glutes, and roll. Hold it. Slowly down. And relax. Imprint, activate, roll. Hold it. Slowly down. Relax at the bottom. We've got one more. Imprint, activate, vertebrae by vertebrae, up. And slowly down. You can bring your knees into your chest when you've finished. Okay, so keep holding your knee just below your knees, okay? And you're going to come up to sitting. So I would take your head off the floor, make sure your core's engaged, and tilt your pelvis and come up, like so. That's all right. Now we're going to go back down. Okay, so just concentrate on working each vertebrae so you don't plonk down. Just go down. Don't use your neck muscles, just use your core. Okay, and we're coming back up. It's not easy, is it? At all. Yeah, you've got to really try not to use your neck. Go down, but don't come back up. When you go down, melt everything apart from your core, and almost it's roll down. So it's almost the opposite of doing the bridge. Right. See what you're like coming back up. Oh, I'm struggling now. You can use a fraction of momentum. Okay, we're going to try just 2 more. Do it in your own time. Okay, just 1 more. Because you're not allowed to do the rolling like a ball anymore, because they reckon that it can start wearing out the vertebrae at the top of the spine. So by doing that, as long as you're not using your neck muscles, and you feel as soon as, like you said, Mary, yeah, that's tension, it tenses up. Yeah, so then you don't do it because the right muscles aren't working. Okay, you can just lay down because we're going to have a stretch. So you can bring your knees in again. Make sure you've got your band around ready for stretching. Okay, take 1 foot down to the floor. If you are using your band, place it over a foot. Straighten that leg up to the ceiling as high as you can. Bring it in towards you. If you want a stronger stretch, just drop your toes down towards you. Hold it there. Okay, release that stretch, place the foot onto your knee. Take it nice and wide, either lift the one that's on the floor or push down with the palm of the hand on the inside of the knee. Okay, release that down, bring the other knee in, straighten up to the ceiling again, nice and straight. Drop the toes down if you'd like a stronger stretch. Okay, release that foot onto knee. Take it nice and wide. Again, lift the one that's on the floor or push down with the palm of the hand on the inside of the knee. Release that down, take your legs out straight, arms above your head. Get as much distance as you can between your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms in, either on your abdominals or by your sides. We'll do some thoracic breathing, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in, push out your abdominals to get as much air from as low down in your diaphragm as you can. As you breathe out, pull in your abdominals to expel as much air on each breath. When you finish the breath you're on, slowly come up to seated position. It suddenly got very noisy out there, didn't it? Okay. Legs out straight, toes in. Sounds like someone was cutting the lawns. Yeah.